Well, hello darlings. Maybe some of you have already figured out that I'm not at home. Maybe you recognize this cozy setting here. I am... wait a minute, come closer. I feel like you're a bit far away. There we go. So I am at my beloved cabin in the mountains, and I mean, I've done a lot of videos from this place before, but if you're new here, this cabin is located about 4 hours drive from our home. This is my happy place. One of all my happy places. But going to the cabin is like, I don't know, it's like I enter another world in a way. Because I usually go here not to like go on vacation. We're almost never here on like vacation or anything. Usually I go here because I work on some kind of creative project, and I think that's a part of why I really love going here, because it reminds me of, you know, being in my own zone and having a lot of fun and just, yeah, you know, it's like I enter another space where routines and time and all these things doesn't exist anymore. And I am in that zone right now, and I feel just, yeah, it feels good. It feels really good to be here. If you wonder about the light, I have like a big lamp in my face because it's very dark in this cabin, and I like it that way. Most of the windows are closed with these wooden covers to cover the windows, and I mean, I can remove them, but I don't know, I like them. I like that it is a bit dark in here. I feel like this cabin is a little bit of a cave almost. Like a cozy cave where nothing can harm me. It's like, yeah, underground almost, or something like that. So it is the 4th day that I'm here. I came on early Saturday morning, and today it's Tuesday. And yeah, the reason that I am here now is because I am working on the product photography on our new jewelry collection for this year. And that is usually the reason why I am in the cabin. I always go here every year to... every year. It sounded so American. I think it's because I like to do these accents, you know. But yeah, I always go here every year to take photos of our jewelry, and yeah, if you've been around, you know that. It's just, I don't know, it just happened. I started that way, and now it feels like I cannot do it anywhere else. Like doing it by the wild rivers, it's just so magical. And this is actually the first time that it's summer when I can take the photos. And the reason that I've always taken photos when it's like autumn and super cold outside is because the designs haven't been ready until then. You know, it takes so many months from an idea to a finished piece. But yeah, this year me and my mom started doing the designs really early. We started in the early winter, so they were done in like April. So that's why this year finally I can take the photos outside in the summer and I don't have to freeze. And I just have to tell you that that's an amazing feeling. The first day by the river, the sun was shining and it was warm and nice, and I could just take my time. It felt like magic, you know? I'm not used to it. I'm used to taking these jewelry photos and feeling this kind of stress in my body because I am freezing, and I'm freezing my fingers and they get swollen, and then yeah, when I have to take photos of me wearing the jewelry, which is a really hard step always, yeah, it just takes, it's such a strugglesome moment because fighting with the cold constantly, I hate it. So this year I am so grateful that I can take these photos when it's warm outside, and I can, you know, really put more of my soul into doing this project because I don't have to stress. And also the light is amazing. In the autumn the sun goes down like 6 in the evening. Now 6 in the evening, that's like when the magic starts, because it's bright all night still. So I'm very, very grateful to be here now and work on this project. And of course I'm also doing a lot of other things. I feel so inspired when I'm here. There's just something about this place. Something about the mountains that you can see in the horizon everywhere, and the fir trees. They look very wild here, you know. They are strong and resilient in a way that no other fir trees are down south, because they have to fight much more here, I think. They have to become more rough in a way. And the rivers, you know, the clear bluish water that just flows through the landscapes, and everything. I love this place so much. I wish I could go here more often. I don't know why I don't, you know. It's so close, but still I don't come up here as often as I wish. But I really want to change that. I want to be here more often because I can see how it makes me feel, you know. But it's hard with everyday life and all the things, all the work, and you know how it is. It's not easy. But the good thing for me, I'm so lucky because I can work from anywhere. As long as I have internet and a computer and my tools, I can work. I actually work even better when I'm here because there's nothing else that distracts me. So that I'm really grateful for that. So it's not like I have to take days off to go here. It's like the opposite. I go here so that I finally can, go into my zone and do all the things that I've been longing to do, and also, do some good work. Just gotta fix something on my computer here. I am transcoding some footage, which I have to do because the files from this camera, they are so huge. So nowadays my computers can't handle them, so I have to transcode them into different files so that I can edit a video, otherwise it's just lagging. I think that's really hard now with technology going so fast forward, so the computer doesn't, you know, doesn't come along really. Great proxy media. Oh, cheers on you guys. Today I have not been outside at all actually, because it is raining so much. It's pouring down all the time and I love it. It's so cozy, and it couldn't have come in a better timing because this is my 4th day and I've been out by the river taking photos 3 days straight, and honestly it's a wonderful job to do, but it also is a lot of focus because I get into this kind of mood where I don't know, I forget to eat and drink and everything. I just, I am really in that working mode, which is amazing, but it takes a lot of energy. I felt a bit tired today and I felt like I needed a little bit of a break, so I'm so grateful that it's raining today. And I don't know, I've just been cleaning up in here, I've been resetting the cabin so it feels nice, and I've been washing my hair in a bucket and meditating a little bit, and I'm just relaxed and doing some work, doing some stuff on social media, and all of these things. And now it's actually 6 in the evening now, but I felt like I wanted to do a little vlog, just something simple from my day today here, so I can share it, and hopefully I can actually share it tomorrow if the internet allows. It's not the best internet, but it works. Sorry, I'm just looking here if everything is alright with my files. It's going so slow. So today or the rest of the day. Like my days actually start for real when it's like 6 o'clock in the evening or something, because that's when I start to, yeah, get into the feeling of creativity. I've also changed my rhythm a lot these nights because I don't want to sleep when it's so beautiful. So I sleep until like 11, but that's because I go to bed at like 5. But today it's a little break. Today I'm gonna just hang out with you, I thought. The only thing I know that I really want to do today is that I want to go to the river and take a bath. Because the only thing I wish was different with this cabin is that we had water, because we don't have any water. And that is okay. I mean, it's fine. It works good to just bring buckets of water. But I'm one of these persons that loves to take a shower every day. That's like my way of calming down after the day. And yeah, I just feel better in my body when I can take a shower. And now in the summer, of course, it's easy to go to the river and swim. But in the winters, it's really hard. You know, even though you can still take an ice bath, but it's not like you get clean. It doesn't feel the same way. And every day that I've been by the river, I've had this feeling that I want to just jump in and take a bath. But at the same time, I felt like I have to focus on the work, so I haven't really had the time. But that's what I want to do today. So I think we should go out in the rain soon and find a good spot to take a swim. So, how are you all doing? I hope you're good. I really, from the bottom of my heart, want to say thank you for all the amazing, heartfelt messages that me and my mom received on the previous video that I made, the Q&A with my mom, Anita. I'm so grateful to y'all. I'm so grateful for your beautiful words, and my mom Anita is too. And I think especially because I knew she was so nervous for this video. I don't even think she had watched the video yet, but she have read the comments, and it means extra much to me that you write such kind words about my mom and that you liked it. Yeah, so thank you for that. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I can share the video link here. But yeah, a massive thank you from me and my mom Anita that you watched it and that you liked it. And I see a lot of you are wondering if we can do a part 2, and yes, we can definitely do that. We have much more that we can talk about. And I also saw that a lot of you were asking for a Q&A with my dad and also with my grand uncle Tage. Sorry, my voice. I need some more coffee. And yes, I would love to do more Q&As. I've asked my dad, but he said no now, but I think I can convince him to say yes. And Tage, I haven't asked him. Tage is my grand uncle. I say grand uncle, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. It's because it's my mom's uncle. It's my grandmother's brother. So it's not like my uncle, it's my grand uncle. But I don't know if that's the right word for it in English. But that would be amazing to do a Q&A with him. Though I think it would be kind of all over the place. But I think that would be really nice. But we would have to do it in Swedish because he doesn't know English. But then I could just translate it. So yeah, I see what I can do. Now it's raining again. Oh, it's so cozy. I feel like you know when it's so cozy that you almost feel like your body tension up, like so cozy. Alright, let's find a nice place to take a swim. And we'll take it from there. cabin dish, which is noodles. Noodles is an essential part of the cabin life. But yesterday I actually made a huge salad, so I'm not only eating like bad food. Okay. Bon appetit! Look at this little table. I love this. This is so good. Why is this so good? I know that it's not healthy. I know that. Noodles is not like the best. But it's so good. 10 out of 10. Good morning, everybody. It is a new day. I got so tired yesterday, so I decided to not continue the video. But now I feel much more energized today. I think the rainy day yesterday also made me really tired, especially after working really hard for a couple of days. I really needed a calm day. I feel very excited today to get started on the photography, but unfortunately the weather is a bit unstable still. It's raining on and off, and it's very, how do you say, like wet in the air. Let's go out and see how it feels. You can barely see the mountains because the clouds are so low, and it's like tiny yeah, it's raining tiny. You can see it probably, but yeah. But it's another day at my cabin and it feels wonderful. The only thing that I think is a little bit hard to be here is that I'm away from Nanook. You know, now when he's older, I always feel a little bit bad for leaving him, but I know he's fine there. I know Johan is taking care of him really well. I just really miss the days when Nanook could join me everywhere, when he could just go with me in the car on adventures and we could be together. But nowadays it's like, yeah, he has to take it really slow. It wouldn't be good for him to join on this trip, definitely not. Just a car ride would never work. I'm gonna try not to think about it and focus on what I'm doing here. I love the forest behind the cabin. It's like this very old forest. Very old pine trees and fir trees and moss and stones. Coffee. Let's sit down here and have a little coffee, shall we? So, how are you doing? Today I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with the amount of work I still have to do with the photography. I've been here now, this is my 5th day here, and I start to feel like I should be done with the work, but I'm only halfway actually. I've taken all the product photos, now there is like other types of photos I have to take and films and everything. And I don't like that stress that I kind of feel inside of me now, that I should start to wrap this up, but I need more days, and I think mostly I just need to know that I have time. I don't like to feel this feeling that it's soon time to go home, because then I just feel stressed, you know? But I'm going down to the river today and I'm gonna see if the weather will be okay. I mean, it's very unstable. Rain is coming and going, but it can change quick too. Here in the mountains it can change very fast. It's not like I have a deadline here. I mean, I'm here to work, so I can choose myself, but it's just that feeling, you know, that I should go back home now. It's also that my brother and his family is home now in the village where we live. They are visiting there every summer, and they are there now, so I kind of miss out on them being there. and yeah, it's just a bad timing, you know. They are going to have like a Spanish themed party on Friday, and I would love to go. You know, I love Spain, I love Spanish culture, I love Spanish food, I love the language. I would love to join on that party, but it's Wednesday today, and if I'm gonna be there in time, I have to be done tomorrow and leave tomorrow, kind of. And right now I cannot see how that's even possible. Also, there's so much more I want to do when I'm here. I feel inspired in a way that I sometimes have a hard time to feel at home, you know? But I think tonight I'm gonna figure it out how I'm gonna set up the plan for the rest of the days. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here and for listening. I just want to share about something that happened in the river the other day. It was actually the first evening by the river. It was such a beautiful evening. I just felt this joy, you know, of finally being here, and I just took my time with the photography. It was such a nice flow. I got amazing pictures and the sun was shining and it was warm and nice. I just enjoyed it so much, and I sat there by the river and I just felt this gratitude. I was really thanking the river for all the times it has helped me and for all the creativity it has given me, because that place is really special to me and it will always be very special. Maybe even more now. But I lost something in the river, and it makes me really sad. In a way, I feel like it's just a material thing, but sometimes material things can have a deep meaning to you. It's like a history, you know. So I had spent some hours there, and it was late in the evening, maybe 9 something, and I was wrapping it up and packing up my camera stuff, and as I was gonna grab my bag, suddenly my bracelet, my arm cuff that I got from my mother like 13 years ago, it just, how do you say, it was just ripped off my arm. It just fell off and it bounced on the rocks and then right down into this wild river, in one of the most wild places of the river too. The water is like all white and fluffy, and like there's such a strong force. And I got so shocked, because for many years it has been such a fear in me that I would lose this bracelet. If you've been watching my channel for a couple of years, you maybe know that my mom did a bracelet, or an arm cuff maybe you say, and it's called the Origin. We have the design on our web shop. It looks like this. This is not the one that I got from my mother. This is another one. I just put it here so it feels like home again, you know. She did that bracelet to me a long time ago, and it feels a little bit like the beginning of our journey together with the jewelry and everything. And she did one to herself too. I have been carrying it every day, almost every day, through every moment, so it's always been like a fear of mine, like if I would lose that bracelet, it would be such a sorrow. So now that happened, I just saw it bouncing down into the river, and it was just such a shock. I stood there for a couple of seconds and then I freaked out. I just ran down to the river, but how do you say, maybe you say rapids? Like the rapids, they are so strong there. There was no chance I could like start searching for it with my hand, because it's too deep and too much forces. So I put my feet into the rapid to try to feel the ground. And then I got this idea that I could take my GoPro camera, which is waterproof, because then I could search for it in the water and see if I could see it through the camera. But I was in such a shock, so I forgot to put the cover on the GoPro. I just like ripped off the microphone and stuff, but there was like a big hole right into the camera, to the battery and everything, so I just put the camera into the water and it filmed for a couple of seconds and then it died, of course, because the whole camera was drowned in water. So I probably broke it. I haven't even tried to start it yet. Eventually I had to go back to my van and drive back to the cabin, and it was such a strange feeling to leave my Origin arm cuff in the river. I felt bad that I left the river without taking it with me. I felt so sad. And it was like I lost a piece of myself, a physical piece of myself. And at the same time I tried to think if there was some kind of meaning behind this. Just like a couple of minutes before that, I had thanked the river for everything that it gave me and has given me. Did the river need this as an offering, or I don't know. I always think like that, if there's some kind of meaning behind it. And even though I feel so sad that my arm cuff is in the river, I can also think that I could have lost it anywhere else. I could have lost it on an airport or in the forest or somewhere where I could never find it again. Maybe someone had stolen it or it got destroyed, or, you know, if I had to lose it somewhere, this place by the river, I couldn't imagine a better place, because I know that it's in the river, at a place that I really, really love with my whole being, a place that has been so meaningful to me. I know that it's there. I know exactly the spot where I dropped it. I have not given up on the thought of finding it. Right now it's impossible because the rapids are too strong, but I know that sometimes the water gets much lower, and then maybe there is a chance that I can go and search for it. I've even thought about trying to hire a diver or something to help me find it, and I've been trying to figure out how the laws of physics work, like if the bracelet came to the ground in the river very quick, or if it kind of flowed away with the water some meters. I don't know, but I know where it is. I know the location. I know that it's there. It's not lost. It's in the river that I love. It's embraced by mountain waters. I hope it has a good time there. And my mom said she could make a new one for me, but it's not the same, you know? That arm cuff has been with me on everything that I've been going through, like through my whole adult life. All the ups and downs, all the beautiful magical moments and all the hardships. Through all the tears, through all the joy, through all the love. It feels like it carries so much of my story, my life. So I guess that's why it means so much to me. It's not the same carrying the same design. It's not about the design, it's about the, yeah, that piece that meant so much to me. I'm sure some of you can relate, you know, when you lose something that means a lot to you, even though it's something material. But I think that when you put a lot of intention into something, it doesn't matter if it's a piece of jewelry or a stone or whatever it is, when you put energy into it, it becomes conscious in a way. It's like it gets a soul in a way. At least I believe that. You can make anything magical if you decide it to be. Even though I feel very sad that I lost this bracelet, I have some deeper feeling that there is a meaning behind this, that there is something beautiful coming out of this. I don't know why I feel that way. It's part of something. It was a necessary thing to happen for something even better to unfold. I choose to see it that way. So what do you say? Should we go and get some work done? I think so. I think I'm ready to head down to the river and continue with the photography work. I also think that I'm gonna end the video here, even though I could continue filming and take you with me to the river and while I'm taking photos and stuff, but I think I I gave myself a mission with this video. I wanted to make something really quick and easy and simple, and not to have hours of footage, you know. It is really hard for me to make something quick like this. I always want to make sure I have, you know, all the footage I need and that I can have the perfect ending and everything. But just because of that, I'm gonna try to make it shorter this time and more easy. And also I have so much else that I need to do, so it's better that I prioritize. I need to get these photos done, so I need to do that. And hopefully this evening I can edit this video. I hope so. So that I can put it up as soon as possible. I really want you to know that I am very, very happy that you are here and that you're watching my videos here on YouTube. There is so much things you could spend your time on, and I want you to know that I really appreciate that you choose to spend your time here with me. It's not something I take for granted. So, thank you. Now I'm gonna go down to the river, spend some time with my bracelet in the water, and get some shit done. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing right now in your life, I hope you're good. I hope you're kind to yourself and that you know that you are amazing. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will be back soon. Mwah! Love you. Bye bye.